Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So, new GMX cards. Second wave of support as we already have seen in the previous set, right? So, Blazing Dominion, we got the reveals today and yesterday, and the second wave is okay. So, this is, you know, very similar to the other TCG archetypes, TCG-exclusive archetypes. Basically 2 waves and then maybe some OCG support in the future, but so both ways together, it's an okay archetype. They can do some cute stuff. But on the other hand, Konami knew really well that some of the cards are hindered too much. You'll see in a few moments. And of course, Misk is currently at 1 still in the TCG. Isn't it at 3 in Master Duel and OCG? I think so. This is one of the new ones. Deneen, the evolved form, the fusion one, which is probably one of the better ones. It's a once per turn Stratos search, searches any of the archetype cards from the deck, plus it special summons itself from the graveyard, basically. And that also works during your opponent's turn, so it's a free cross-sheep target, plus it mainly makes it so that you can get follow-up play for next turn. So again, really nifty. Important card to get it out. But a bit tougher to get it out because it needs 2 dinos, including the Deneen, right? Anyway, so this is one of the older ones, basically the one that you want to end your turn with, because that one can fusion, well, it can pop basically during their turn, but indirectly it's basically a fusion summon during their turn. The new support, they also got a new level 4, which can change its type, for example, or any monster on the field, so it opens up potential Lagia and Tolka play. Compared to my previous build of the deck, I was, with, you know, the first wave of support, I was making more of the smaller babies, you know, Baby Sarasaurus, Petitodron, more Argosaur, but it's, I guess, more bricks in the main deck, so I'm not a huge fan of that. I guess you can go for more Oviraptor, if you want. Going first, going second. I've been thinking about, especially in case of going second, looking at Droplet and looking at Super Poly. Because I haven't seen all of the support or all the new cards, but I've seen a glimpse of like new TCG exclusives Super Poly targets, so again I have to check it out. Anyway, so double hand traps, it helps out, prevents the full Draco tail package from being set up, but they do have a fusion summon, at least one fusion summon during our turn, so let's see. Open Misk helps out a little bit, but the problem is that not all of the GMX cards are Dino, right? So it's an advantage, but also a disadvantage, because of this. So our tour guide gets failored, which, yeah, it hurts, but I mean, you know, eventually you already have access to it, so now you want to recycle it by reborning it by using a monster effect, so you can, you know, trigger its effect to search one of the spells or traps from the deck. This is one of them, so the Alos reborns one of your dinos, and here I'm threatening my opponent with Dolka, so they go for the preemptively, fusion summon, and keep in mind, Misk has already been activated, so all dinos on the field, basically all 3, are unaffected by card effects, as you. We can threaten their boards, but the Veiler is a bit scary, so we still go for Dolka to shut down the Veiler, and go for, this is also one of the new ones, Selendea. Level 5, but it's basically a free summon to the field, so it's already a solution to one of the core problems of the deck, is relying too much on the normal summon. And, you know, whenever summoned by a monster effect, it extends, reborns from the graveyard, for example. So that's a fantastic card. Instant 3-off, one of the better ones from this second wave. So again, cross-sheep shenanigans for Noma, probably just fine as a one-off. I wasn't running this before, but now you have to, because it's a solid card, and of course because of the new Rex, because Noma, as you know, can use your materials from the graveyard as well, so that's fantastic. Because the new Rex needs more, like a lot of dinos to gain those beneficial effects. Access code coming in clutch again. We can't attack directly because we use the level 5's effect. Yeah, because I think we can only attack directly with GMX. But again, access code, and I think, yeah, we stacked the top card of their deck. I think it was Pan. We stacked Pan to the top. So we know that it was basically a useless top deck, and this should be more than enough to attack from here. Eventually. So allows to reborn something, gain the attack boost. This triggers are thoroughly on, but this is fine. We can just attack over it, make sure that we are not using level 5 to block ourselves from attacking directly. Use the fusion, etc. And again, there should be more than them. So okay, that's really nice. Another one, I think we get Fuat here. Okay, so let's see how it does work into Fuat. It's iffy, because again here, you know, it's basically a 1-for-1 trait, but I think you have to commit. I have to commit, unless they, you know, have like an Ash here, but we have to commit. So they are going to draw a lot of cards, and it hurts, because obviously it's this game that we're milling Misk, the one-off Misk off of the Fusion, the brilliant Fusion, branded Fusion card. Okay, so we go for Dolka just in case. Even though we're giving him a lot of draws, but I think again we have to. So go for the Neem, the evolved form, the fusion one to get an Omni Search, probably searching the... field! No, the fusion spell. This is the quickly fusion, a new one, a good one as well. You definitely want to have that one more than one. Sure, it's recyclable by a couple of cards. But it's a good card. Again, it kind of gives you options whenever your opponent has like the Fua, right? Also, one of the new cards is a field spell, but when I was reading the field spell, I was getting like 10 by vibes, but it's far from the same power level as the 10 by field spell. I think you'll see in a few moments. So Blue Eyes, we are keeping the fusion here. This one, we are sacrificing the fact that the Quick Play fusion is very similar to Shadow fusion. That, well, whenever your opponent has like a monster, I can use one of the GMX monsters from the deck. Keep in mind that none of your GMX monsters are Dino type. You know, the GMX Archetype are not GMX names, if I'm not mistaken. But I think that's the case. So that's important. So anyway, we sacrificed because we went for the OG fusion, the one that gives us the pop during their turn. This is also one of the new ones. It's a continuous trap, which basically is a skill drain. Negates a phase-up monster. Negates a monster effect activated on field. So it's not like skill. It's a continuous trap that negates one monster effect activated on field. Anyway, so we are able to pop the trap, but they do a follow-up, please. Gain some life points. That could be important. Yeah, because the Tyrant Dragon is hitting the field, and I should have played it a bit more cautiously, probably. Especially summoning more monsters in defense, yeah, because of this, because of the Tyrant. So the Imperm, was it a waste? Probably it was. Yeah, probably it was a waste. Yeah, it was a waste. My mistake. So we are losing our entire board, which, it's not that bad. We have a follow-up play in our hand, which we got back a couple of moments ago. We still have a trap to negate something faceable on the field, and I think we have a couple of graveyard effects still lying around. But, you know, Spirit there negating stuff. Obviously, there is the Ash. It is what it is. They already force out the Spirit to go for the Omni negation in Blue Eyes. We are trying to negate it, so obviously they want to pop that, which is all fine. And I think they are going to negate the level 5. Yeah, so no reborn, but we can still extend. Spirit is gone, so we can banish the experiment, I think, to basically excavate and get something to the head. I think we revealed the tour guide, so that helps out. And you know, because something was revealed, we can reborn the fusion. That's nice. Again, another search, so we can keep extending. So again, really nifty advantages of this archetype. The one of Argo to search the one of Pill, and I was unlucky here. Like, I'm running only one conductor, and here in this situation, you don't want your Dino, you know, reveal being the conductor, because now I'm losing out on conductor. But that's fine, because again, the archetype has a couple of ways to recycle your stuff. And I think one of my ways here that I'm working towards to is, I'm going for Rex, the big Rex. So we go for Access Code to threaten their board. Again, I think we used the level 5 so we cannot attack directly, but they are going to summon, so this triggers the level 4 here, this one, Noma, to go for that huge Rex, like use basically all of the Dinos from the graveyard, and they scoop. I was like, come on, I can drop Rex, finally I'm able to drop Rex like here. It's a nifty card, like blows up the entire field, well, only monsters, but it's a wall as well, a towers-alike monster, so it's a nifty boss. Okay, so let's see, last one. Dolka, and now we can start off playing. Misk has a 1-card starter as well. So the deck definitely needs 3 Misk. It's baffling that they still haven't returned Misk. And speaking of Misk, Electromite as well, right? Because of the new Pendulum support. Anyway, like, if there's a time to bring Electromite deck, now is probably the time for the TCG. So go for the Fusion. Again, hit the Conductor, but I think we hit Argosaur as well. So we can use the Argosaur, leave the Conductor in deck. Reborn Argo, I think. Gain life points. Yeah, there it is to get the Pill Surge. Like the combination of Dolka plus, like the OG Dino Field, Dolka plus Conductor, and then some GMX stuff, shenanigans. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. So Conductor, Dolka, and Cross Sheep is important. I mean, it reborn stuff, gets those searches, etc. So we have a Fusion Summon during their turn, the extra, the pre-prep here in this case. Because I think we know that there is the... you have a Curry in hand, so we are negating that one. With Dolka, we still have one monster negation, we still have the Conductor, the Fusion Summon to pop, so there's still a lot of negations. And I think this should be more than enough though. I think they're going to pass, yeah. We draw the level 5. I don't think we are using it. Yeah, we did use it, so we cannot attack here. I mean, we can only attack with GMX monsters, but again, it's not going to matter. We can access code pop both back row, and I think we are going for Dolka as well. So, yeah, basically game. So the second wave is good. But, like, the field spell is okay as well, but it's not on the same level as a 10-5. Like, most of these cards, they could have been much better, like, much more broken, looking at other previously, released archetypes, but, I mean, it's cool, they're probably getting more support later in the future, so we'll see. Okay, guys, this is the Dinosaur. Feel free to leave a comment or like. If you enjoyed the video, leave them signing out. Peace.